Welcome back to my channel. This is Madame Sarkany, Sarkany. And today we have an interesting reading. It does not look as if it is love related. This more so looks like this is a reading concerning personal development. This is a reading that is discussing some enemies, people coming against you. So listen in to see how it is that you maneuver away and out of this situation. So firstly, we see an individual in the collective who, regardless of the cycles of the month or the year, they are talented, they are bright, they draw in magnetic energy, they can bring the both aspects of their personality, both light and dark, and mobilize those aspects in a manner that brings about fruition, creativity, abundance, productivity. They have many skills, they have many talents, and they are not afraid to work. This woman in the picture is holding on to a candle, and this is really the first time that I've seen this. So this is somebody who delves deep into their inner knowing, their inner being. They receive messages on how to constructively utilize their time and their resources in order to advance themselves. It's really funny that I would see this now, because while I was doing the reading, I heard the word providence, and I knew immediately this was a message from Spirit. This is about protective care, foreseeing guidance from God or nature, directing whatever it is that's directing the universe, giving us that heads up, a higher purpose, guiding our destiny or our daily lives, careful management of resources, preparation for the future. And that's what this reading is about. And not only that, but this is a person who already has the inclination to do these things. And that's why I'm being pulled into this candle, because this person is guided by a divine higher power. And here's another thing. We see the feather here, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but this has to do a lot with writing, detailed correspondence, communication, verbal, technical, text message, email, electronic. There is a lot to do with communication in this reading, and I'm seeing this because these things are standing out to me in this picture, and the plants. Growth, starting things from an infantile stage and moving forward. And based on how much this plant has grown, this shows me that this person has been at this for a little while. Whatever it is that this person in the collective is working on has been at this for a little while, and I feel this. It doesn't mean that every time I pull this card this is going to stand out, but today these things stand out. In addition to that, they've got things coming up in the future. They're stockpiling, they're preparing, they're putting their resources together. And then all of a sudden we run into the Five of Swords, and we have someone celebrating in the background. And then we have somebody holding their head, they're feeling pain, migraines, headache issues, stress, frustration. The crow is chirping in his head. I'm getting an Alexander, not Alexander, something Poe. This reminds me of that poem where the bird won't stop chirping in his head. So whomever it is that has gained the upper hand over this person is chirping in their head. They're making them stressed out. They're pecking at their insecurities, or not necessarily insecurities, but they're pecking at, this is a brutal sensation I'm getting. It's like pecking at something that is triggering them, triggering a nerve, something that's triggering a nerve, triggering upset, triggering frustration, triggering not knowing how. This person is blocking their ability for providence. They're getting in the way, and they're doing it on purpose. I feel like there could be blackmail here. There could be utilizing leverage against this person. And I'm suggesting this because I also got the Goblins card. And the Goblins card, a number 5, in addition to our number 5 of Swords here, The goblins card, as you see, there's little goblins lingering in the dark here. And this suggests to me that the person in question that this reading resonates with, they have goblins. They have previous life issues that have prevented them from moving forward, that is enabling someone else to exploit something about them. Goblins. And they have to be careful of these goblins because it's creating unnecessary fear, unnecessary anxiety. And somebody is totally, like, just totally capitalizing on something that's bothering this person. And they move forward into the future. So this is the current situation. They move forward into the future very detached, very prominent, very logical, very thoughtful, very communicative, reasonable. This person's wielding a very big sword, which is much bigger than anything that this other person could possibly wield in this depiction of the Five of Swords. Usually in the Five of Swords, you see a bully holding on to swords, and the person who's walked away has dropped their weapons. But then we move forward, and this person has got a massive samurai sword. They're humble in their shoes. They are prepared to walk a long distance. They are weathered by the storms of life. And if you notice, they're wearing a black jacket, and this person's got a black leather jacket on. So they are still armed with the knowledge and comforts of the past, but now they have defense. Now they have the ability to defend and protect themselves. And they're sitting up high, observing what's going on around themselves. The crows have flown away, but yet there is a messenger off in the distance. This crow will fly away, fly around, observe the territory, and bring some messages. Instead of this divine messenger being used against this person, now this divine messenger is being utilized to bring in information. So we move forward and we see the Page of Swords, and this might indicate receiving business information, personal information, some type of useful legal, business, professional information. In addition to that, we see light bulbs. This person has got a lot of bright ideas. We see a book. This person's willing to do research, gain facts, gain evidence. We see other birds bringing observation, perspective, and we see this person walking a tightrope in bare feet, meaning they're not fully prepared for what lies ahead in the future, but they're willing to take risks, and they can pretty much balance it all. They're prepared. Their pants need to be folded up because they still have a lot of growing to do. The red here symbolizes power, and the yellow for me symbolizes enlightenment, and also this concept of coming into knowledge that will brighten their future. The birds also symbolize not just messengers to me, but also helpful friends along the way. So moving forward, you have this person who's willing to branch off into new directions, utilize new information, do their research so that people cannot take advantage of them in the same manner that they did here. On top of that, I see this Queen of Swords being somewhat of a mentor to others, assisting others, guiding others on their journey. And when you see the Page of Swords in combination with the Strength card, I also see somebody who is communicating effectively, not in a ruthless, blunt way, but in a graceful, diplomatic way that brings mediation to issues and events so that they can balance the people in their life. Narcissist was another card that I picked up. So everyone involved has to be careful not to fall into this trap. And also opportunities are important to latch onto, but one must not step on others in order to move forward.